Now I'd like to turn to Bob Farquhar for his build along of the Blair Line kit. And Bob, this is your last session for this build along, is it not?
It is.
I'll turn it over to you, sir.
All righty. Okay. So yeah, this is the last one. This is going to be roofing and the little details we get a little later. So sorry, go back to here again. The edge of this roof, he's painting it white. Mine I did black. It doesn't really matter. It's how you want to do it. Here, this is like a rolled roofing, what it looks like with a tin ridge cap along there. Generally, my building, I do not use the roofing material from the kit. Generally, I do something else, make the kit look different. And but in this case, because this was a build along with that kit, I did use it. So what I did, these are the two roof pieces in here, and these little slots in here. This goes to the front of the front wall, and this goes to the rear wall. There's a cutout for the chimney on both of these. There's a porch roof here, and there's sorry, this is the porch roof, and this is the shed roof. I just painted it the brown, and you don't get to see underneath that the building very often. The roof you won't see, but I did anyway. And then I did the black edge along through the edge of the roof. So this is on the instruction manual. There's the peel and stick roofing, and a diagram of what goes where, and it'll tell you. This is the ridge along through here. This is a cutout for the chimney. This goes around the chimney. I'll show that later. These two here are for the shed roof, and these two here are for the porch roof. And so what I did, I took that sheet of paper that comes with the kit, took grimy black in this case, and just scribbled just with a brush, just wiped across here. There's the effect I got when it dried. Now there's a little tab joining each end of these along here, so you want to cut at the end tab here. Excuse me, what the blurry photo. So now the other thing I didn't, and a couple things for this. This has been made so all the pieces they provide on the kit, they're exact size for the roofing. So there's no room or no material left over to bend over the end and so on. That's one of the reasons I do my own, but in this case I went this way anyway. And the other thing I don't care for, the sizing of this doesn't look right in here, but I went along with it anyway because that was in the instructions. So when you attach with now you got the roofing, the rolled roofing on there, or you can, for an example, you might want to go with corrugated siding or rib seam roofing. There's different materials you can use, and also Randall Bosher last week was talking about using this textured paint on paper. That would be another effect that you could use there. So this front wall, this is the supporting the back wall, and that's what it looks like on here. I did paint that white later. So there's a little tab comes up here and one there, and then the roof attached. So you glue the roof to that edge along through here. So as I said before, this is the diagram for what goes where. So that looked like it's a tin roof, a tin roof cap. So I just painted a light green, gray to do that. So what I did, this is when I first painted the whole sheet, and then I went back and painted this part light gray. But there's a dividing line in the middle of that. So if you go back here, there's actually a dividing line on the piece. So what I did is I put my rule along one half of it, use a straight edge, and then picked up the edge here and then folded it over so that it lay down nice flat there. So getting back to this picture again, this is for the chimney. These two pieces here. So the chimney I just painted like a red and used some concrete color wash to get the effect of the mortar in the chimney. And then I use those two little back, where they go, where's my, here, sorry about that. 2 pieces in here that goes around the chimney. So now it comes back again to the front porch roof. You've seen this picture before. There's 4 slots in here where the supporting piece goes in here. There's goes the wall, and this is the part that goes into the porch roof. 2 ways of doing this. You could put this part in here first and let it dry, and then add the roof later. I elected to do my support pieces on the roof first. Then the only thing I have to do is make sure I put it into those holes. Now, the other thing you want to do is, well, make sure these pieces do fit in those slots, because sometimes this is a little bit bigger, and I had to file mine down just a bit to get them to fit nicely. Otherwise, you're going to have a dickens of a time later. So the other thing is you want to be able to make sure that those support pieces do touch these posts. So I mentioned last week, do not glue these in place, leave them loose. Actually, it's such a tight fit in there, you don't need to glue anyway. And you can put if there's a little gap in there, you can take your fingers and force the wood or the porch support roof piece up to the roof. So, and next we're going to be doing the trim pieces, which is going to be along this roof through here. So again, not very good picture, but anyway, there's an instruction on the instruction sheet that tells you what piece goes where, and it's good that way for the instructions. So the trim piece has been added in through here. This gives a little nicer finish to the kit. There's also the back by the shed wall as well. And now the general store sign, in my case here, this is just on the paper. Even though the paper is thick, it will bend after a little bit. So I use like a 1x3s HO scale, 1x3, and I painted them up white, and then I glued them around here to give a little frame around it to hold in place. Now, I did not need to use a support pieces behind there, little angle pieces. You could if you wanted to. I didn't bother, and unless you're going to be moving around an awful lot. Then this is on the back porch roof. They did get a little bit extra of the roofing material, so I bent it up a little bit to make sure, for along the edge of the back wall here. So there's some detail piece up in here, like some ice machine, Coke machine, a woman carrying some groceries out of the store, a couple guys talking, and somebody waving a hat to somebody. So just to finish it off a little bit, and that's pretty much it. So make sure you send a note to Chris Kors. If you're going to show partial build or complete build, send it to him at railrunner130@hotmail.com, and please put your picture of the pictures of your finished model or partially finished model to him, if you would. And that way on the May 29th, he will get you in the list. So thanks, guys. And get me out of here. There we go.
Bob, I appreciate it. I think you did a beautiful job in your presentation. And I really do thank you so much for taking the time and going through the effort of doing this for us.
Certainly.